just started. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the sale of land by public tender, Municipality Chatham-Kent. Today is May 27, 2025. I have a few slides. My name is Matt Torrance, Director of Financial Services, Deputy Treasurer with the Municipality Chatham-Kent. I'm joined by Amy McClellan, Manager of Revenue. We also have our collection staff and legal services staff here in the event that we need their input. So I'm just going to read through a few procedural slides. So this is the process. All tenders present are tenders will be open in the number time sequence they were submitted by advertised parcel order. All tenders will be passed to the Deputy Treasurer, who will record and announce the submission. In the event the highest bid is a tie, the bid received first will be determined as the highest. Confirmation of tender eligibility will be determined after the tax sale. Also, the tax sale will be published on the Chatham-Kent website. The highest bidder shall be declared to be the successful purchaser if the tender pays the amount of the bid, applicable land transfer tax, and/or HST, plus accumulated real property taxes within 14 days of notification to the successful bidder. We are selling the properties as is, where is, and no survey will be provided on closing of the sale. There may be environmental issues, including cleanup and remediation obligations, which must be assumed by the purchaser. We are not making any representation to warranties as to title, the nature, quality, occupancy, or size of the property. Some additional information: the successful purchaser of the property will accept the responsibility to initiate and complete the eviction process should the property have any occupants. Any liens previously registered by the Crown will remain and not be removed once the sale or vesting has been completed. It is the responsibility of the prospective purchaser to have determined prior to the tender submission if any lien exists. The Prohibition and Purchase of Residential Property by Non-Canadians Act will apply to the sale. Purchasers must retain a lawyer to complete the purchase of any property for which their tender is accepted. And the deposits for unsuccessful tenders will not be released at today's tender under any circumstances. Deposit checks of unsuccessful tenders will be returned by courier only. So the following parcels have been redeemed. Parcel number 1 being 9 Poplar Street, Tilbury. Parcel 2 being 42 Ella Street, South, Tilbury. Parcel number 4 being 76 Kent Street, Shrewsbury. Parcel number 6 being 9877, 9879 Longwoods Road, Chatham. Parcel number 8 being 186 Holborn Street, Chatham. Parcel number 10 being 445 Murray Street, Wallsburg. And the following parcel was cancelled, parcel number 7 being 8409 North River Line, Chatham. These parcels are no longer eligible for tender at today's tax sale. So our first parcel is parcel number 3, roll number 3650-110-007-19405, part lot 8, concession 13, geographic township of Raleigh, designated as part 5, 24R5662 Chatham-Kent, being AD Shad Road in Raleigh, pin 00864-0102, land title. According to the last return assessment roll, the assessed value of the land is $7,700. Minimum tender amount $6,623.73, and there are no tenders for this parcel. Parcel number 5 is rule number 3650-360-002-12650, part lot 13, concession A, Camden, as in CA 18410, except 302190, 463624, 657195, subject to 302190 and 657195 Chatham-Kent, being Dewdrop Road, Thamesville, pin 00723-0165, land title. According to the last return assessment rule, the assessed value of the land is $24,500. Minimum tender amount $8,289.41. The first tender is in the name of Ramesh Gaglani in the amount of $6,225. This tender has since been withdrawn. The next bid is in the name Sydenham Electric Incorporated. The bid amount is $8,289.41. And that concludes the tenders for this parcel. Parcel number 9 is roll number 3650-420-018-04900. Lot 12, Block B, Plan 10, Chatham-Kent, being 37 Gray Street, Chatham, PIN 00507-0030 land title. According to the last return assessment roll, the assessed value of the land is $87,000. Minimum tender amount $14,687.89. First tender is in the name Patricia Isabel Pigurigan, $14,687.89. Second tender is in the name Patricia Isabel Pigurigan in the amount of $20,000. The next tender is in the name Tyler Morgan, $32,100. Next tender is in the name Autumn River Homes Limited, $80,650. Next tender is in the names Joseph Solomon and Marina Nashed, $30,000. Next tender is in the name Patrick Heathcote, $51,213. Next tender is in the name Josh Cake, $156,600. Next tender in the name PE Real Estate Solutions Incorporated, $112,015. Next tender in the name ASAT Management Limited, $100,700. Next tender in the name Joshua Paul Obie, $91,505. Next tender in the name Alkesh Sharma, $33,000. Next tender in the name Harrison Solutions Holding Incorporated, $125,001. Next tender in the name Sam Kasudi, $33,000. Next tender in the name Daniel Hanna, $88,105. Next tender in the name Olafancito Valle, $67,103. The last tender is in the name Tariq Mustafa Fahad Al Fouari, $170,970. That concludes parcel number 9. All tenders received have now been opened and announced. Results from today's tax sale will be posted on the Chatham-Kent website tomorrow. And there's a link to where that is.
Can you repeat the last one?
$70,970.